guys, Nyoro Nyoro です。Today I'm gonna talk about unique Japanese food, which are tempura, Sukiyaki, Sushi, shabu-shabu, Natto, and umeboshi. If you have heard of anything, you're into Japanese food, and if you don't know anything about it, don't worry, I'm gonna explain about them, so please enjoy. So first I'm gonna talk about tempura. If you can take a look at the picture on the screen, this is tempura. It's really yummy. I mean, you can tell, right? It looks very yummy. And the tempura is one of the most popular Japanese dishes for both Japanese and foreigners. So I think you know tempura. And various ingredients such as prawns, fish, and vegetables are dipped in butter and deep fried in vegetable oil. Then they are eaten after being dipped in a special sauce. Although cooking tempura is rather simple, the batter is the key to successful tempura. One must prepare the batter using wheat flour, whole egg, and icy water, which is mixed quickly so the tempura will become crispy when it is fried. While I was explaining about, tempura, I'm so hungry. And yeah, definitely you should, if you come to Japan, you gotta taste it. If you haven't experienced tempura yet, if you go to the usual family restaurant, you can get it. It's not that yummy compared to a Japanese restaurant, like a traditional Japanese restaurant, but still it's really yummy, and the sauce is really good. So if you can try shrimp or veggies are really yummy too. Like anything, if you cook like tempura way, and everything is gonna be really yummy. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Next, I'm gonna talk about Sukiyaki. Japanese started eating beef only after the Meiji Restoration. Sukiyaki was one of the first dishes to use beef, which has become popular since then. Suki means spade and yaki means roast. Something that a metal spade used to be used to cook beef, and that's where it got its name. Thinly sliced beef, vegetables, tofu, and some noodles made of konnyaku are cooked in a shallow iron pan and are seasoned with sugar, sake, and soy sauce. Though many foreigners are reluctant to, most Japanese like to dip sukiyaki in a raw egg, and that's really yummy. I really like to dip sukiyaki in raw egg, and I know that many foreigners are not used to eat raw egg, so I can feel it, but if you eat sukiyaki, then you should try it. It will be warm. I mean, like the sukiyaki itself is really hot, so if you dip into raw egg, then should be no problem. So you should try sukiyaki when you come to Japan, and also you have to try, dip sukiyaki in raw egg. Alright. Next, I'm gonna talk about everybody's favorite, sushi. So originally, sushi was fish pickled for preservation. But in the Edo period, people in Edo started using fresh fish caught in Edo Bay, Tokyo Bay, instead of pickled fish. They put raw fish slices or shellfish on top of small vine-geared rice balls, which were rolled by hand. This is called nigiri sushi. typically known as sushi in Japan and all over the world. Sushi can be quite expensive in Japan if you go to a fancy restaurant. It can be over easily like $100 and like for one person. And if you eat and drink some sake, like alcohol over there, and it will be quite expensive, but the atmosphere in the restaurant and the taste of the sushi is another level. I've been to a really fancy sushi restaurant, not often, but once or twice, and like you can eat daily sushi at a sushi restaurant, like a family sushi restaurant, and you can get one plate for $1, which is pretty, I think, cheap. And if you go to a fancy sushi restaurant, then probably it will be like maybe like 1,000 yen, which is like $10 for one plate. I mean, one plate means like 2 sushi. So, but yeah, I recommend you to go to the fancy sushi restaurant once in your lifetime. It will, I think, change your mind, and you can't forget about sushi for like ever. So if you come to Japan, and if you are rich enough to go to a fancy sushi restaurant, then you should go. That's my advice. Next, I will talk about shabu-shabu. Have you ever heard of shabu-shabu before? Shabu-shabu has become known overseas rather recently as a modern Japanese dish. The name shabu-shabu is an onomatopoeia. The sound heard when paper-thin sliced beef is dipped and slightly waved around a couple of times in boiling soup. People take the beef out as soon as its color changes and eat it dipped in their favorite sauce, like soy sauce with citrus juice or sesame sauce. The taste of shabu-shabu is determined by the quality of the beef. I mean, shabu-shabu is really yummy. Usually shabu-shabu we use beef, but we often use pork as well, or even you can put chicken in it. It's more fun way to eat shabu-shabu. So if you go to like a usual restaurant, shabu-shabu restaurant, like the one that you can find in town, then they offer a lot of ways to eat shabu-shabu. Not only beef, like pork, chicken, veggies, and a lot of things. So again, if you haven't heard of shabu-shabu, then you gotta try it. I really like it. Like everything I mentioned in this video. So yeah, if you can try it in your country, then maybe you wanna try it. I said the taste of shabu-shabu is determined by the quality of the beef, so it can be, more delicious there than here, So I hope you can try it. There's 2 more foods that I want to talk about in this video, and next one is umeboshi. Umeboshi is a traditional food of preserved plums. The tartness of the plum stimulates the appetite and prevents food poisoning, so people often place them in rice bowls and boxed lunches. To make umeboshi, Japanese pickle green plums in salt with red shiso leaves, dry them in the sun, and soak them again in the vinegar from the plums. So this is the one that you eat. And if you can take a look at the screen now, this is how you make it. So you put salt in it, and then I just explained. So it's quite salty and sour, but again, this is a traditional food. So if you come to Japan, or if you have ever been to Japan and haven't tried this yet, you gotta try it. I really wanna record at the moment you eat it. It's quite sour, so if you like my channel, you know what to do. Yes, that's it. Yep, that's it. Way to go. Yes, great. Thank you. And the last food for this episode is natto. Natto is made of soybeans. They are steamed and put in straw pipes with natto fungus, where they ferment and become sticky. People mix natto with soy sauce, chopped green onions and mustard, and eat it with hot rice. It's enjoyed mainly in Eastern Japan. Foreigners may take a while to get used to its peculiar smell. Miso is another common Japanese food, and natto and miso are said to prevent cancer. The smell is quite unique, and the taste is also quite unique as well. But you know, it can prevent cancer. Then what are you waiting for? You gotta eat it to prevent cancer. It's for your health. I don't eat it though. I am Japanese, but I don't eat natto daily. I eat beans, I eat tofu, I eat sometimes miso, like I have miso soup sometimes, but no natto, because I don't know, I don't really eat now like hot rice. It goes pretty well with hot white rice, and if you arrange it with some other ingredients, then that will be really yummy, but I'm too lazy to do it. And I don't know, I know it's really healthy. It has like another special, the things that you can only get from natto, so it's really good for your health. So if you come to Japan, again, you gotta try this, and this one as well. I want to record while you eat. It's gonna be funny. Hey guys, thanks for watching this or listening everything. I really appreciate it. I will have another Q&A sessions for Japanese food, so please look forward to it. And I have other SNS, so please check them out, and please leave a comment. Alright, bye.